Hi, this is Bruce Rawles, and today I'm speaking with Maria Felipe, and she is going to be one of the presenters, along with myself, at the Weekend of Freedom Retreat in Estes Park, Colorado, this coming June, the 16th through the 19th of June. I already said the month, didn't I? In 2016, and in Estes Park, Colorado, which is a just totally gorgeous place. I've been there a number of times and always enjoy being there. And this particular event is being held at the YMCA of the Rockies, which I haven't been myself, but I know roughly where it's at. And I've heard great things about it from other friends and colleagues who have been there. So I am really enthused about it. And I'm also enthused to be talking today to Maria Felipe, who's going to be one of the presenters. We both are going to be newbies there. We haven't been to either the previous four retreats. This will be the fifth one. And Maria has been a student and teacher of A Course in Miracles for quite a while. And anyway, welcome, Maria. Tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to and your background with the course and whatever else comes to mind that sounds appropriate. How's that sound?
It sounds amazing. Bruce, I'm so happy to be here. You look like such a stud. I just want to squeeze you. Thank you for having me, Bruce. I'm so grateful.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Well, I've never been to Colorado before, so that's really exciting. Mm-hmm. And I always say it's not really where we're at. It's the space that we're in and who we're with, right? So I think it's just going to be such a beautiful gathering. I'm excited to see some of my friends and colleagues I've collaborated with before, such as Gary and David. We've worked together in other events, so I'm excited to see them and also meet you in person, Bruce, because I haven't met you in person.
Likewise.
So I'm excited to meet you in person. Well, freedom. I mean, anything that has to do with the word freedom, I'm in. So I invite everybody to join in on the fun. Definitely when you're practicing the Course in Miracles and not only like learning it and reading it on an intellectual level, but really being willing to experience it. You will feel definitely an experience in your mind of healing and experience freedom. And I feel that that's what this is for me. It's the opportunity for me to go there and share my stories of how I've been able to really create a life of freedom. And with that, I mean happiness. You know, I feel within freedom, there is a sense of happiness, which you create as a decision maker in your mind with what you're choosing. So I'm going to just share from my heart on how I've been able to, for a while, be a course student and not see any results and be completely depressed and upset and making the world very real. And how I was able to make that shift to really live the experience of the course. And it took me quite a while. That was my experience. It doesn't mean that it has to be everybody's. That was my experience. But anything I can do to be of service and share my message of how I've been able to heal my mind, and I continue to heal my mind, to experience freedom, I'm excited to share that with everyone. I love, I really love teachers that are authentic and share from experience of how they've been able to transform something or how they've been able to change their thoughts in a very practical way. For me, it's always been that, the course had really nice principles and only love is real and all else is an illusion. But
great theory, huh? Yeah.
But but I'm still making it very real, So yeah, these are really beautiful concepts, but I wasn't applying them and practicing them. So I was able to come into the space of really living that no matter the form, no matter what showed up for me, being able to choose love, perfect love all the time was my freedom. And it took a lot of willingness. And I love how the Course says a little willingness. For me, I really feel that Jesus is just being kind of nice just to not scare us, but I really feel we need big willingness.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think the kid gloves come off the more we study it, and each pass through it, you realize, oh, there's not a lot of mince words here. This is actually pretty potent stuff. It's actually terrifying to our egos, but we can actually support each other. And I think that's where an opportunity like this conference comes in, this retreat comes in really nicely, is an opportunity to just immerse ourselves with kindred souls who are all in the same boat, and recognize that all of us, all 7 billion of us plus humans, not to mention just those who will appear to be gathered there in Estes Park, we're all in the same boat. We're all doing it together, aren't we? We're all recognizing that this curriculum applies to everyone, or it applies to no one, and that's the egalitarian nature of it. That everybody's got the same oneness. We don't get a special piece of it, and that's where I think looking at our ego specialness curriculum with a humor and levity, and seeing that we just made a big deal out of nothing. As Shakespeare said, much ado about nothing, and we can afford to gently laugh at that and help each other to do that. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity to do that, and so.
I think anytime we're collaborating, it's something that David, when I first began, that he was so beautiful to extend to me, David Hoffmeister, about collaboration. And we began doing a lot of workshops together, and it was so beautiful because there's a sense of just trust and union of like this sharing in one mind, and I feel that that's what's so beautiful about these type of retreats and joining. It's not only what appears to be teachers, but also what appears to be the students, and all of us together healing and sharing from that space of love is beautiful, and it's so delightful. So anytime I have the opportunity to do that, I'm in, especially with something that says freedom, so powerful.
Exactly. And so it's really actually also an opportunity to look at our resistance as well. And inevitably, the more we dive into it, the more we see where the resistance comes up, and we get a very vivid experience of just looking at the two thought systems, and how one of them just isn't quite working for us, shall we say, and to be kind to ourselves when we vacillate back and forth between the one that works and then pick it up again. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Holy Spirit's system really does work, and that's where the real peace is, and the freedom. And it sounds like a political party, doesn't it? But it's it's just the intrinsic awareness that we all have, and what a great opportunity to share it with a whole bunch of people in a beautiful setting, and I'm really looking forward to it. So
absolutely, it's such a gift to be able to do that, because and our everyday lives, there's just so much resistance, and it's so unconscious. It's like we just think it's just the way of living. Okay, this is just the way we have to live, suffering and this resistance, And I feel that when we get together in this collaborative moment, there's so many things that come up, and to all join together and choose love again, and choose the Holy Spirit as our teacher, and to see it differently is such a beautiful reminder and such a beautiful gift. But I love things that are truly helpful. I love these things that are truly helpful, because like the Course says, we're too tolerant of mind wandering, So,
what? Oh, so could you say that again? I wasn't paying attention.
And I love the point that you just brought up about the big deal, because it's something that I actually share a lot in my lectures, because I feel that this retreat would be such a beautiful symbol of coming back to truth, and how we really make this world very real, and our problems very big deal. Like our boss getting upset, or just practical things like, oh my God, like how come this person's not texting me back? Just things like this that really give away our peace and our power. So I'm excited about, because I know all the teachers that are involved, including yourself, we're going to be able to extend this message of really coming from that space of what is really real, of what is really real. So we can just, practice at letting go of what is not, of the illusion. So this is like a coming back home party, Yeah,
we'll help be able to help each other deflate ego's big dealness.
Yes, absolutely. And
let the air out of its tires, and hop on the spaceship that's we all have as the one being, so to speak, that.
And how helpful is that, Bruce? Like if somebody gets a letter from the IRS and not make it mean anything, or get a ticket and not make it mean anything. I mean, I've experienced that, so it's like, wow, there's just so much freedom in that. Because it need not be. Exactly. just been too long. The time has come. The time has come.
Exactly. Yeah, we can look at that fake identity and no longer participate in ego's identity theft and just say, yeah, there's another way of being here. There's another way of looking at the world, and to where the self that I've invested in, I can take it with a grain of salt and maybe a huge block of salt eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing this time with me. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this conversation up? Just to let people know about what you might be sharing, or anything else that things you're involved in that you want to talk about, or.
Well, I mean, just in closing, what I love sharing is about two things: love and happiness. And so those are the two themes I'll probably be pretty much sharing at the conference. My book, my upcoming book called "Live Your Happy: How to Get Out of Your Own Way and Experience the Love Within" will be out next year in May. And I would, since I'm going to be in the process of writing through the retreat, it's going to be such a beautiful opportunity for me to gain more experiences, because I have to turn in my manuscript in September. So it'll be such a beautiful process to be able to join with everyone and get even more insights, because I'm growing and learning every day, so but I'm very excited. My book I just got a book deal with New World, which are the people that publish The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and other books. So great. I'm really excited to get this Course in Miracles message out the way that I like to share it, which is with living my happy. And I would definitely share a lot of what I'm writing in the book and the exercises I'm doing at the retreat. And they're very, very practical, very, very practical and easy, because that's what I needed. That's because I'm like a slow learner, and it took me forever. So it's like I'm trying to make it very practical. So I'm excited, Bruce. I'm really excited. So thank you all for inviting me in the organization, and also congratulations on a beautiful website. Really did such a great job.
My pleasure. Thanks. Well, thank you, Maria. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and all the other folks there. Dov Fishman, Barrett Hadeen, and Cheryl, the organizers, and Gary and Gary Renard, Cindy Lora-Renard, and Lori Coburn, Craig Villarubia. Did I miss anyone? David Hoffmeister, of course. I think you already mentioned him, and a whole bunch of other folks that we've either met or haven't met. So it's going to be fun.
To just make it real for a second, because it's very real that these are very powerful people, like in the sense of sharing in the Course of Miracle community. So it's like we're in such great company. We are truly. Well, that's exciting too. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. I hope that you will join us.
Exactly. You. And we're pointing to ourselves, aren't we? If this is a non-dual curriculum, we're just pointing to ourselves. What fun is that? Thanks, Maria. People that are interested, which could be you, can go to weekendoffreedomretreat.org. It's actually more than a weekend. It's actually better part of 4 days. And we just posted the hours on the website too, so people know when the check-in and checkout times are on a Thursday and on a Sunday. And again, the weekendoffreedomretreat.org, and looking forward to seeing you there.
Looking forward to seeing you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.